On the morning of Election Day, your officer will arrive with the soft black EPB cases and the hard printer cases. You will also need the designated Precinct Registrar's wristband. Precinct Registrars and Special Clerks start by opening the top and the front pocket of the EPB case. Each case will have at least 2 EPBs. Here are the items included in each case: the EPBs, power blocks, power cables, hubs, and 1 router to be shared across several EPBs. Stop! Seasoned poll officials, pay attention to the following procedures as the EPB startup process has changed. The officer-designated Precinct Registrar will complete the following steps. Open the kickstand on the back of each EPB and stand them up. Press the orange power button to turn on the EPBs. While the EPBs are powering up, the other precinct registrars should prep your hardware. Wait to plug in your router. Put it aside for now. Complete the following for each EPB. Using the blue dots as a guide, connect the hub and power block with the power cable. Both ends of the cable are the same. Remove the printers from the printer case and match them to the EPBs using the letters. Plug the printer cable into the hub. Open the prongs on the power block. Plug the power block and the printer into the power strip. Stop! Wait to connect the hub to the EPB. The EPB should be turning on. Wait until you see the launch screen on all EPBs to plug in the router. Plug the router in close to your EPBs. It should have 2 green lights appear when plugged in. The first light indicates it's plugged in, and the second indicates the network is on. This will take about 30 seconds. Designated Precinct Registrar. While you're on the launch screen, look for a green check mark at the top of each of your EPB screens to show they're connected to the router. If one of the EPBs has a red circle / symbol, put that EPB off to the side. Get the other EPBs running and showing the green check mark. Call the DCEC helpline about the issue after your precinct is set up and ready to accept voters. On the launch screen, verify that the date and the name of the election are correct. If either of them are incorrect, call the DCEC helpline. If everything is correct, tap the launch button. Enter the PCQ found on the designated Precinct Registrar's wristband. The sign-in screen should now be showing. Verify your poll place shown on the left side of the screen. If it's incorrect, call the DCEC helpline. Enter the username and password found on the designated PR's wristband. Tap Sign In. After you sign in, the screen will now show the Monitor Poll page. In the top right-hand side of the screen, there should now be 2 green check marks. The first still represents the connection to the router. The second represents that all EPBs are synced. If some of your EPBs are not syncing, continue setting up with the ones that are. Call the DCEC helpline about the issue after your precinct is set up and ready to accept voters. Once you see both check marks, you can now plug the hub into the EPB. The printer icon should then turn green as well. If it remains red, the printer cords need to be readjusted. Tap Reports, then Ballot Total Report. You will see the ballot totals report on the screen. Zeros should appear next to every category. If not, call the DCEC helpline. If you have all zeros, tap Print. A ballot total report must be printed for each EPB. At least 2 poll officials must sign the zero tapes to confirm each EPB had a 0 ballot total when it was opened. Place the signed ballot totals report into the tape's envelope. Then place the tape's envelope into the Velcro pouch of the return folder marked by a yellow sticker. At this point, the EPB will say Polls Closed in the bottom left corner. Open the polls by tapping Monitor Poll, then Open Polls. The EPB is ready to accept voters.